welcome to HCN Evening News Bulletin with me, Clinton D'Souza, and here are the top stories. On Monday morning, locals from Sangay constituency and nearby areas marched to the Governor's Palace over the recently passed Bhumiputra Bill in the Assembly by Chief Minister Dr. Pramod Sawant. Today, the locals, along with their local MLA, Prasad Gaonkar, submitted a memorandum over their issues towards this bill. They said that the real son of the soil can be termed as Bhumiputra, not the non-Goans. There are many non-Goans who are not the sons of the soils living in Goa for more than 30 years. So can they be termed as Bhumiputra? They question.
आता हे भूमिपुत्राचे नाव दुसऱ्याक दिवप जे भूमिपुत्र न्ही ताजेर आमचें ऑब्जेक्शन आसा. आमच्या ह्या बिलाचेर कंटेंटान भितर कांय ना. म्हणून एकच गोष्ट आसा त्या बिलान, तुमकां सगळ्यांक तुमच्या हातान तें बिलां आसतलें. त्या बिलान सेक्शन 3 हाजेर ताणें डिफायन केलां हू कॅन बिकम द भूमिपुत्र. आनी त्या बिलान ताणें कितें म्हटलां की कोणूय ह्या गोंयान 30 वर्सां रावता ताका भूमिपुत्रा म्हणून सर्टिफिकेट दितले. आतां हांगा प्रश्न असो आसा, जे ओरिजिनल भूमिपुत्र आसात तांकां पुर्वजात अशें म्हणत आयिल्ले आसात तुमी भूमिपुत्र, आनी ही भूमी आसा ती आमी वसयतात, ह्या भूमीचें उत्पन्न काडटात आनी ह्या भूमी पासून आमी सगळे लोकांक संतुश्ट करतात. ह्या लोकांक सोडून जे घराक इल्लिगल घरांक रावतात त्या इल्लिगल घरांक रावपाच्या मनशांक भूमिपुत्र म्हणप हें कितपत बरोबर आसा, हाजेर आमचें ऑब्जेक्शन आसा.
की भूमिपुत्र हे नाव ह्या बिलाक जे घातले कडेन आसा ते कित पर्यंत योग्य आसा हेजे सरकारान पयलीं खंय तरी विचार करपाक जाय. आनी म्हणूनच जेन्ना ह्या बिलाच्या अंतर्गत आमी थ्रू हातूंतल्यान गेले आनी हेजे जर विशय जेन्ना आमकां विचारांक कळ्ळो तेन्ना सरळ आमी काल प्रेस घेतली जाली. आनी कालची कालच आमी जेन्ना आमगे भूमिपुत्र सेवा संघटन म्हणून एक आमची संघटना आसा, प्लस आनी जी संघटना आसा आमची गाकुवेद आसा, प्लस बाकीचे आनी आमची गोमंतक गोड मराठा संघटना आसा, हेंची मार्फत आतां फुडें हो सगळो आवाज जातलो. पूण एट द सेम टायम पयलीं आमी सेवा संघटन जे आसा आमचे जे ऑफिस बियरर सगळे आसात, म्हणजे गव्हर्मेंट ऑफिशियल सगळे, आनी तेजे बरोबर आमचे जे सामाजीक कार्य आमी ते सगळे वावरपी सगळे लोक आसात, तांची एक संघटना आसा, तांची मार्फत आमी आज पयलीं आमची गव्हर्नर साहेबाक जे आसा ते आमचे विशय कळिल्ले कडेन आसा.
Meanwhile, Bhumiputra Bill, accordingly to many legal experts, is a total mockery of law. Senior advocate Carlos Ferreira echoed the views of many a legal mind when he said that legislation gives license to grab properties unheard of anywhere in the world, which means the dishonest citizens are rewarded while the honest citizens stand punished.
So yes, sir, we just want to know what are your views, or what is the legal aspect do you find, or you would like to comment on this Bhumiputra bill, and how people, if people want to go legally to fight against it, what they can do also. First, let me know your views and what people can also do ahead if they are unhappy with this.
First thing, by the definition of Bhumiputra, a Bhumiputra is not what you and I think of a Bhumiputra, but this is clearly a license to a person who's sitting on your land in a dwelling house on the 1st of April 2019 to automatically by this legislation acquire ownership rights and title to your property, irrespective whether he's an encroacher or even if he's your tenant. It doesn't matter how he's entered. They have said that 30 years residence should be there, but it doesn't say he should be 30 years in that house. Please look at that section carefully, you'll understand what I'm saying. It only requires residence anywhere. You could be under some jhopadi, you could have been in some tent, you could have been anywhere in Goa. As long as you have been in Goa for the last 30 years, you will get a right. And then you should have been in that dwelling house on the 1st of April 2019. And this legislation, what it does is, it not only outs you of your right title to the land, even stops you from taking action against an encroacher. This encroacher has to deposit money in the government coffers. And you as a landlord will have no option, no right to sue for his eviction, to remove him, but only you will have to fight to get that money which he has deposited, whether it's right or wrong, you'll have to accept that. So this is the first thing which you have to realize is very draconic. It's like, taking away your fundamental rights of life and liberty. Property is also a natural and inherent right which we have got. And people have worked hard, people have purchased land, people have honestly done things. This is a license, or I would say a clear this thing for people who have done things illegally to get away, and people who have been honest, following the law, to suffer and be punished for no fault of theirs. Now, the next question you ask me is, what do the owners do? The law prohibits them from doing anything. So all that which can now be done is challenge the legislation. But please understand, this legislation, according to me, violates the rule of law. and therefore it will be guaranteed, struck down by the courts. Therefore, I think that this is nothing more than election gimmick, which the government is thrusting on the eve of the elections. See, the time limit given is 6 months. After 6 months, they will process your applications. By the 6th month, the elections will come. It will be similar to what people had done before, what this government had done before, inviting applications, collecting money, and then scrapping it. This is all what will happen, and the poor people will be running from pillar to post, submitting plans, getting engineers, architects, and finally nothing will come out of it. This is nothing but fooling the public all across the state.
Well, after conducting peaceful protest on Sunday, pledging to save the environment, especially the heritage sites in Goa, some of the Goan protesters once again went near the St. Cajetan's Church in Old Goa. Speaking to HCN, Father Manuel Dias alleged that permissions given for construction of the illegal structure are given fraudulently. He added that Goa needs to wake up against the illegalities happening.
पळय त्या घराचो इलिगल घराचो स्ट्रक्चराचो हांगा एनक्लोजर दिश्टी पडटा इन ग्रीन पोत्र्यांचो एनक्लोजर and on that enclosure is a board beautifully put up. On the face of it, it looks very beautiful. And let me take a minute to read this with you. The heading is Repair and Renovation of the Existing House bearing house number 57 under following permissions. Beautiful permissions. Conservation Committee number, TCP order number, GCZMA NOC number so and so, Health NOC number so and so, Construction license by Village Panchayat so and so, ASI number so and so. If you see this, nobody will object to this. But if you go to the inner system of it, how these permissions are being received and how they are procured, you will come to know the real story of this. This is all fraud. These permissions, which are so-called permissions, are all fraud. There's no truth there. It may appear on the face value that the permissions are granted and nobody can object. Nobody will in fact object. But if you go to each of them, how they've been processed, how they've been signed, and under the guise of lockdown especially, how the permissions have been given, you will come to know how bad the structure is in the eyes of the law. And that's why, my dear friends, we have to wake up. We cannot see this. We cannot be happy about seeing these permissions. We have to go deeper. We have to go deeper. So much of fraud and corruption is there.
And now in the mining, there's a new twist. The Goa Mining People Front urges Goa government to come up with a clear roadmap for revival of the 3 lakh livelihoods through Goa Mining Corporation. Here are the demands. They demand for a clarity on the timelines of the resumption of the mining activity and also expect the proper roadmap for this mining bill. The Goa Mining People's Fronts have demanded for a clarity on the timeline for the resumption of mining activity in the state as it fears further delay mining resumption due to ensuing assembly elections. They've also expressed concern over the possibility of exploitation of people through the contract mining system in the bill for the formation of Goa Minerals Development Corporation presented in the current assembly session. Well, all issues faced by commuters, visitors, and people working at the KTC bus stand in Panjim have been discussed on Monday. A joint inspection by GSIDC, KTC, Smart City, Transport Department, and other members of other officials came and inspected the Panjim bus stand. Issues such as traffic, bus stand strength, and repair works, illegal parking were the key points of the inspection.
आमचो बस स्टँड जो आसा तो अराउंड 36,000 स्क्वेअर मिटर एरियाचो आसा आनी हांगा डेली अराउंड 1.5 lakh फुटफॉल्स आसता. कोविडाक लागून आतां इट इज रेड्यूस टू 50%. पूण 1.5 lakh तरी पॅसेंजर हांगा खंयच्या ना खंयच्या तरी कामाक लागून पॅसेंजर बस स्टँडाचेर येत आसता. अराउंड 2,400 डिपार्चर्स ऑफ बसीस आसा, सिटी बसीस एज वेल एज कदंबा एंड इंटरस्टेट बसीस हे आसा. तरी आमी इंटरस्टेटच्यो ज्यो प्रायवेट बसीस आसा तांच्या खातीर सरकारान दुसऱ्या सायडीन हें केल्लो आसा, जागो दिल्लो आसा. पूण ह्या इतल्या फुटफॉलांत आनी वी हॅव अराउंड 160 शॉप्स ऑन दीस बस स्टँड. 160 शॉपां आसा. सो आनी दुसरें हें पॉप्युलेशन जें आसा ताका 36,000 स्क्वेअर मिटर एरिया इज व्हेरी लेस एरिया. तरी पूण आमी कशें तरी मॅनेज करता. लास्ट 15 वर्सां भितर पर्सनल ट्रान्सपोर्ट जो आसा तो खूब वाडलेलो आसा लायक कार्स एंड स्कुटर. ताका लागून ही सगळ्यांत मोठी पार्किंगाची समस्या हांगा आसा. पार्किंग एरिया ना, सो पार्किंग आनी इट इज अ लॉन्जिट्युडनल दिस, इट इज नॉट ऑल्सो स्क्वेअर, सो इट इज डिफिकल्ट टू कंट्रोल. म्हणजे मातसो कंट्रोलिंगाक लागून हें जाता. तरी पूण थ्रू गोवा कॅन आनी अदर गव्हर्मेंट डिपार्टमेंट CCP स्मार्ट सिटी, आतां स्मार्ट सिटीन अरावंड 36 CCTV कॅमेराज घातलेले आसा. दे वील बी एक्झिक्युटेड फ्रॉम सप्टेंबर ऑनवर्ड्स. तांचें काम आतां कंप्लीट जाल्लें आसा. आनी आमी CCP कडेन आतां रिक्वेस्ट केला की हे क्लिनींग बरें जें आसा बस स्टँडाचें तें तुमच्या लेवलार, कारण शॉपां जे आसा ट्रेड लायसन्सार इशूड पाहिजे. सो क्लिनींग आनी हें तें रिवॅम्प करतलो जाल्यार एज पर माय दिस थिंग यू शूड हॅव सम सेकंडरी सिस्टम फॉर दॅट. लायक 2400 डिपार्चर
2400
या पर डे. सो इतलो व्हडलो बस स्टँड जाय परत, ना जाल्यार 2 फेजींनी करचो पडटलो, नॉर्थ सायड आनी सावथ सायड फॉर सेंट्रल फोंडा बिंडा ते 2 करचे पडटले बस स्टँड, आनी मागीर ताका शटल बसोवची पडटली. आनी लोकांक त्रास जातलो खूब. प्लस शॉपकिपर आसा दॅट ऑल्सो रिवॅम्पिंग करतना तांचें पळोवचें पडटलें. आनी शेवटी प्रोजेक्ट कॉस्ट ऑल्सो वी हॅव टू सी. So revamping or as you said, refurnishing this bus stand will be more feasible. The structure is good.
All agencies were called today and we have looked extensively at the bus stand today. What are the difficulties, what are the issues, what are the suggestions. Outside also we will now look briefly at the roundabout which is there in front of the bus stand. The idea is by 15 August we will try to collate all the recommendations, suggestions at the same time. Today some work has already started of removing certain obstacles, obstructions, but by 15 August we will look at the inputs from traffic police, we will look at the inputs from PWD, look at the inputs from CCP and come to a consensus of what needs to be done short term, what needs to be done long term. As you know, after the deaths of the pedestrians have taken place in 2018 in the bus stand, it became clear that safety of the bus stand is not 100%, the roofing material is not okay, so many things are there, and encroachments have taken place, etc. All this is affecting public safety in general and road safety, and therefore we are also pleased that we have the fire safety officials here today, so that their movement of fire safety, fire engines, how they will move, etc. All that has been demarcated. So we are expecting a draft report latest by 15 August.
And now for some sports. Another season of the Indian Super League is all set to kick off by end of October. As per sources, most likely the season will be conducted in a bio-bubble mode. Today, we at Herald HCN spoke to one of Goa's most favorite footballer, who has been the key player for FC Goa and also in the Indian national squad, Brendan Fernandes, about the upcoming season and also winning the breakthrough performance of the year at the Indian Sport Honors.
I want to know, what are your thoughts, firstly, on winning this award recently?
Firstly, I'm very happy with the award won. It's a great motivation for me, to get to do better in future and to give my best and to have a better future, I can say.
Okay, you said you have a better future. What, when you say the future, now the future is back. ISL is all ready to kick off in few months left now. And however, there are speculations that this time also ISL will be on bubble zone. So what are your thoughts on that?
To speak about bubble, I think it is necessary, to be safe and to have the tournament with safe guidelines. I think having a bubble, it's only going to, make the tournament successful. We have to deal with this because if you want to play and have a successful tournament, I think we all need to have patience and go through this. At the same time, work hard and do our best in training and obviously in the tournament. SL has done a great job with this, and it's now up to us, to be disciplined and try to work hard and have a good tournament.
Okay, moving ahead, how was your experience in playing in the AFC Champions recently?
AFC Champions League has been one of the great experiences in my career. I think we played against some great opponents, and I think playing against such opponents can only raise your level. You know where you stand, and I think it's one of the best tournaments in Asia. So I wish to play it again, and it's only going to make us better as players. When we play at such level.
Hmm. Coming back to ISL, as we discussed that you're more excited when, and you also said that Bio Bubble Zone is much more better. So, what you have to say on your target for this season?
This season, there are lots of targets, individual and collective as a team. I think individually, I want to increase my numbers, goals, assists, whatever it is, help my team in every way possible, and collectively, to win at least one silverware. I think we as a team have done a lot of work, and I think been 7 years now. We were so close, been in finals, semi-finals, and I think now it's time to. I personally feel that it's time to lift the trophy this time.
Okay, my last question, that is a common question, message for the fans out there.
They have been amazing, throughout, and it's sad to not to see them in the stadium. But hopefully this season, I feel there might be some fans coming in the stadium, and it will be really great to see them. And I just want to tell them to keep supporting us, and we really love them, and hope to see them soon.
In the weather forecast, Goa will be witnessing light to moderate spells of rain with short, intense spells. It's very likely at isolated places over Goa during the next 24 hours. Rain is likely to accompanied with wind speed of 40 kilometers per hour, and the fishermen are advised not to venture into the sea. Well, that's all we have in today's bulletin. For more updates, please subscribe to our YouTube channel, HCN Goa, or stay alerted on Facebook and Twitter by following us at O Heraldo Goa. Until then, goodbye and take care.